Record. So nice to have everybody here. I didn't see you sneak in. Thank you. Nice to see you, Lou. And nice to see familiar faces and new faces and people online. And so it is Monday, and I know we have at least one new person in class, and I always like to just start out with a reminder for everybody that the only way to do Qigong wrong is if it causes you pain in some way. You might already have pain, and sometimes with pain, moving can kind of loosen things up and help it feel better. And sometimes if you're dealing with pain, moving it can make it worse. So I don't know your condition. I'm not giving personal sessions here. It's really going to be up to you to discern what's right for you. If I'm doing something and it's irritating you, causing an increase in pain, do it smaller, do it less, maybe just sit and meditate. And there's actually studies that if you visualize yourself doing it, you still get benefit from it. So no extra pain. And other than that, everything is an invitation. I usually start class out seated and we kind of have a check-in. Today, we're just going to start with a mini meditation and do some tapping. For those of you that read your email today, I said we're going to try to banish the rain and turn on our inner sun. And so that's quite an assignment because we've had a lot of rain. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm glad you are here. And so let's just start class as we always do and just move in any way that feels good to you. Twist your shoulders, your neck, your arms. If you want to stand up and do your hips or back, you can do that. Whatever works for you. It's just good to move. And then we will start out and just do a little bit of a check-in and just kind of body scan, emotion scan, and just kind of feeling into how you're doing in this moment. So nothing fancy, we're just going to do this fast, but just sit in an upright position, ideally having your feet flat on the floor. There's more chairs on the side if anybody needs. And just kind of soften your eyes and close your eyes. Relax your jaw. You might want to massage your jaw. A lot of us hold a lot of tension there. And just take a long, slow, deep inhale. Full exhale. Sigh it out. And just kind of tune in. How are you in this moment? Letting go of the day, of the morning, letting go of thoughts of what's ahead for the evening, and just really be here now, as the saying goes. And it might be the first time you're kind of checking in. So we'll just do a short body scan, starting at the top of your head, your temples, your face, your neck. Are you aware of a headache at all or any tension? If you encounter any tension, just see if you can just slightly soften into it, release, let go. With your next inhale, bringing your attention down to your chest, front of the chest, back of the chest, area between the shoulder blades. And just lingering here a moment. How is your breath? As your breath comes in, is there any resistance, any tight places? Is it hard to inhale? And again, just softening, not forcing anything. Letting your attention come down your arms, elbows, wrists, and hands. Just comparing left side to the right side, the same, different. Are there any areas of warmth or cold or tension or tingles? Next, inhale, letting your abdomen expand. Exhale, let it release. And we'll do that 2 more times. As you inhale, see if you can just soften. A lot of us hold tension there or hold our stomach unconsciously. Exhale. 1 more time. And feeling the weight of your body on the chair. Now feeling into your legs, your knees, ankles, feet. And again, what's getting your attention? Is there anything achy, dull, sharp? Or sometimes we're just kind of vacant. We haven't really noticed at all. Bottom of the foot, top of the foot, just tuning in, saying hello. If there's any discomfort or tension, just softening it with the breath. And now coming to your emotional body, hand over your heart, if that is comfortable to you, the middle of your heart. That's where we often hold our emotions. Feel the warmth in the palms. I'll be quiet and tune in. You may observe your heartbeat. You might feel that. And as you inhale, really feel your chest expand, front, back. Exhale, let the chest sink, relax, and soften. It's almost like you're breathing from this area. Inhale, drawing in fresh energy. Exhale, releasing any stress of the day. 1 more intentional full breath. And now in your mind's eye, I want you to just think of something that happened recently that brought a smile to your heart. Could be just watching a bird or your dog or cat or funny movie, just something that made your heart smile, and really feel that in the area of your heart. As you inhale, let that feeling of a smile, warm, tingle, glow, expand. And exhale, let it go out. Add warmth to your body 2 more times, really kind of fanning the flames of that fire. Again, inhale, igniting that inner smile. Exhale, let that expand. 1 more time. And now we'll just savor this feeling for a moment and just kind of tune in from there, body, mind, emotion, spirit. How are you doing? Put that all together in a snapshot. And get ready to do a little movement. You can wiggle your toes, move your fingers, slowly open your eyes when you are ready. So that is such a nice process of really tuning in and just kind of like, how am I doing? How's my body? How am I feeling? We get so busy kind of running around, we forget to check in. So let's do some Qigong and then we'll check back. That little mini meditation we did with the heart, hands over the heart, letting your breath become more intentionally choosing a happy thought and then kind of lingering on that. You can do that for yourself anywhere, anytime. If you're feeling a little aggravated or sadness is creeping up, we're not saying, oh, that's wrong, I shouldn't feel sad, but it's just more kind of rooting yourself in your thought and being able to hold more than one emotion or thought. I actually have a little biofeedback device, and your heart rate variability changes when you do that. I don't know if anybody here, does anybody wear one of those rings, the Aura rings? You do. Yeah, it would be interesting to see if that will alter you into the restoration zone, like really getting intentional about your thoughts, getting intentional about your breathing can affect your body. And so I love that you guys who've come to class know, that Chinese medicine, Taoism, 5 elements has been this practice for thousands of years. And in that view, body, mind, spirit are not separate entities. Western medicine is still kind of like, wow, if you change your thoughts, you change your heart. They're kind of lingering, they're trying to prove it. And I just love these things where it's just intuitively of like, just makes me feel a little better. So we are going to do some warm-ups. And so you each have a question to ponder. Do you want to do it seated or do you want to do it standing? I think for me, I'm gonna stand. Last week, I think I taught a little bit standing, a little bit seated. There's no right or wrong. You do check in with your knees, your back, your energy, what feels right for you, and then do that. And if the person in front of you stands up and is blocking your view, empower yourself and move your chair so you can see. Okay, so we have a piano on stage here. That's new. So let's start out with our fingers. Take your thumb and index finger together, thumb and middle finger, thumb and ring finger, thumb and pinky, and then go back to the beginning and start to pick up the speed. So it's a little brain exercise. Good. And then now let's do it backwards. So pinky, ring, middle, index, pinky, ring, middle, index. Just kind of fun to go back and forth like you're playing scales. Oops, somebody's in the waiting room. There we go. Okay, and now we're gonna grab and make a fist and then throw out confetti. And so just do that randomly. Have fun, one at a time, to the left, to the right. I see smiles, it's working. Clearing the clouds. Golden sparkles raining down, filling the room. All right, so now we'll do some shaking. Good for the wrists and elbows, and then out to the side. My palms are down, and just notice how that feel palm down, and now do palms facing up. So you're getting different parts of the wrist joint, and then we'll get into the elbows. And if you want to bounce, you can do that. And then shoulders, and then shake, shake. This one has a fun name. I'm trying to think of it. Monkey washes the fruit. Isn't that a good one? Monkey washes what? The fruit. Like if you had a monkey and it was like washing it in the water. All right. So palms together, knitting your fingers together. Inhale towards the chest, exhale out, drop the chin and stretch. And then big inhale, open. Let's do some healing sounds. Inhaling fresh energy, and then ha on the way out. Ha. 3 more times. Clearing any anxiety, tension. Last one. And down. All right, so now we're gonna do some swinging of the arms. If you're sitting in a chair, be careful. You have to be a little creative. Don't wanna whack your arms, but you can just bring your arms out. So inhale up, and then arms drop and knees bend, and then arms go back and knees straighten, and then bend, straighten. So it's bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten, bend, straighten. And you can really get some momentum with the arms. Inhale, exhale. And heavy exhale. A few more times. And slowing down, letting the arms swing. And some shoulder rolls. So we're going to make these, we could just do shoulder rolls like this, but that's not very intentional. We're really trying to focus on the certain area of the body. And so bring your shoulders forward and have very bad posture. And then shoulders come up to the ears. And now shoulders go back. So I'm opening, my shoulder blades are coming together in the back, and then they go down. So it's 4 movements. Forward, up, back, down. Forward, up, back, down. Bye, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, tell your mom to come.
We'll definitely bring her back.
Good. Bye. Inhale up. Exhale down. And let's do a healing sound. We'll do the shh. One more time. Wonderful. All right, now we're going to get into the neck a little bit. If you want to take a break and sit, this would be a good one to sit out. Arms go to a diagonal. Palms are forward. If this is hard on your shoulder, you can leave either arm down. And now we're going to rotate the neck and look up at the palm and the sky. And now rotate the neck down and look down towards the floor. And 2 more times like that. Stretch those arms and look down. And 1 more time. And down, and bring the arms down. And other side, stretch, and up, 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 and down towards the floor, back and forth. And 1 more time. Great. And just let your arms be like octopus arms. Nothing specific, but just kind of let them move in any direction, like you're standing in water, swishing. Should feel really good. Great. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of twisting. We're going to break it down into slow motion. And so it's almost like you're wringing out a towel. So you can do this seated or standing. If you're seated, I'll invite you to scoot forward on your chair a little bit, just so you have room to twist. Now imagine I have a flashlight sticking out of my belly button, and I want the flashlight to turn to the corner. So just try that, really moving. This is what I mean when I say moving from the hips and the waist. So you're just shining a light to the corner, shining a light to the corner. So I'm actually not moving my head. My nose stays over my belly button. And so this is just moving from the hips and the waist. And so that's a very good thing. If you're standing, I invite you to kind of bring your attention to your feet and your knees, and you'll feel they're getting rotated also. Okay, so now from here, turn to the corner and now turn your chest, your shoulders, and now turn your head. And you're looking behind you, and then back to the center, and now belly button to the other corner, then the shoulders, and finally the head. And one more to each side, hips, waist, rib cage, shoulders, head. I can really see behind me. Other corner, ribs, shoulders, neck, and down. And then if you want to do, if you're standing, you can let your arms flap. If you're seated, you can have your arms like this and continue the twisting just at a faster rate. Great. All right, so, and then come slowly coming back to the center. Really nice to wake up the spine and kind of massage those vertebrae. So I want to do a little more for our necks. And so again, you can do these, if you want to take a break from standing, you can do these seated, because nothing's happening in the lower body. I'm going to put my hands on my hips. If you're standing, your knees are soft, and then take your left ear up towards the ceiling. And just hang out there a minute, and then do that exercise again where we look down towards the floor and then look up towards the ceiling, and just very gentle. Necks are very delicate. And then come back to the middle, and then make 3 small circles with your chin, and then go the other direction. That's not anybody in here, right? Okay. And then chin to the chest, and other side, ear to the shoulder, ear to the sky, your right ear, reach up, 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 and look down, rotate, look down towards the floor, rotate, look up towards the ceiling. Woo. Come back to the middle, and then little circles. 3 in one direction, 3 in the other direction. Chin to the chest, and back. Okay. So we're going to move a little more into the spine now. We do this one a lot in almost every class, and it really is so effective for the spine. So you can do this seated or standing, that your head is going to come forward. You're going to keep your chin up. And I'm just going about here. I don't know what angle that is, maybe a 40-degree angle. When I'm here, I'm going to drop my chin, and then I'm going to tuck my tailbone here, really squeeze the glutes. That brings my spine back in alignment. Chin is still down, and then I articulate up. And when I'm here, I can open up my chest, bring my shoulder blades together. So we go down, drop, round, and slowly come up, exhaling down, inhaling up. A few more times. Let's do a groan as an exhale. Oh. Drop around, come up. 2 more times. Oh. And oh. And coming back to the center and down. Great. So spine, we've done some twisting, we've done some back and forth. And so let's go side to side now. So you're going to mirror me. Left hand comes up. Make your arm as straight as you can make it. Try to touch the ceiling, straighten, and then tip over and back to the center and down and again. And if it's problematic for your arms and shoulders, you can just do the tipping part. So inhale up, reach. Exhale to the side. Let your head drop back to the center and down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're going to add the liver healing sound. One more to each side. Last one. Great. Okay, so let's do some, let's tap the meridians, really open things up, and then we'll move into flows from there. So let's start tapping on the center of the chest. Actually, I changed my mind. Before we do that, let's do a little chi massage. When the weather, at least I know we have a lot of people in Santa Cruz. I don't know if you're getting the same rain we are, but we are on day 10 of rain. Cold, rainy weather really, in this philosophy, can kind of get lodged into your muscles or your joints. So not uncommon. I mean, back in the day, right, your grandma would, oh, my rheumatism or my back. But now we're here. We feel it. And so by opening up any blood vessels, we can bring circulation and healing. So let's do some chi massage. So take your left hand, start on your sternum, and just massage those points on the chest. These are many different meridians that we're crossing here, and we just are opening this up. And now from there, go up on top of that shoulder. This is tight on almost everybody I know, and it should feel good. I see people doing different things, and that's good because we're all different. So you can invigorate it fast, you can squeeze it, you can find a pressure point and then move your shoulder a little bit, whatever feels good. And then other side, take that hand. Make sure you're breathing intentionally. And then up on top of the shoulder. Oh, I feel like I could do this for the rest of class right there. All right, now we're going to get into our neck. take your thumbs, find the back of your skull, and then go just down right off of that. If you want to do this seated, that's a good way to really get in there. And just investigate around. Go close to the middle, go out to the side. If you have headaches, this is lovely self-care to do. This can often help a lot. And then I'm going to take my index finger and my thumb and just go down the back of the neck. Whatever works for you. You might need both hands or both fingers, but just really start at the skull and go down the back of the neck. So we've opened up the shoulders, the chest, the neck, and that can, a lot of us hold just a lot of tension. When we open that up, the rest of the body can benefit. Last thing we're going to do is ears. So make your index finger and thumb into pinchers and then massage your ears and just work around your earrings or your glasses or your hearing aids, but try to cover as much surface area as you can. If you are dealing with chronic pain, this can be wonderful. It can be a wonderful distraction to your brain to stop sending pain signals or turn them down and kind of like investigate. Okay, and then last thing, make the peace sign, and then the middle finger is in front of your ear, the index finger is behind your ear, and just rub up and down pretty vigorously. Again, there's acupuncture points here. We're opening up the ears. As long as we're doing this, let's just do a little bit of tapping. I'm not going to lead you through a tapping sequence with words, but we're just going to open up some acupuncture points. Really gets the energy flowing. So you can use your index finger, or you can use your index and your middle finger and tap. If you have glasses on, work around them or just take it off momentarily. Tap on your inner eyebrow. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Go across the eyebrow and then go onto the temple. Again, full deep breath. And then follow your eye bone. So you're not on the eyeball, underneath your eyeball. There's a bone there underneath the eye. Tap on that. Great. And now just take one hand, doesn't matter, either hand, top of the head, and then kind of down the midline, as if you had a part in your hair, middle of the forehead, and then down onto the bridge of your nose, then under your nose, still on that midline under your mouth, and now to the center of your chest. Ooh. See everybody's brightness that turned up the light. Okay, now we're going to open the meridians. So right hand goes out, palm up. There's 3 meridians: the lung meridian, the heart protector meridian down the middle, and then the heart meridian down the side. So when you go, we're going to go down 3 times. Try to take a different path every time. And if you can hear this, I'm tapping pretty hard. And now palm down, and then there's 3 that go up. It's the large intestine, the triple heater, and then the small intestine. So we're going to start on the thumb side and then come up to the elbow and then up to the shoulder. Okay, 2 more times. Take that middle pathway down if you can. And then that middle pathway up. the shoulder, and then last time, the pinky edge down over your ulna bone, and then palm down, and again, top of the shoulder. And I was like comparing the two sides. It's always amazing to me how effective that is. So let's do the other side, starting on the chest, coming down, the thumb side, your radial bone, palm down, wrist, elbow, shoulder. 2 more times. And last one. Great. Okay, now we're gonna warm up our lumbar region. So if you're seated, just scooch forward on your chair, and you can either take your fists or the palms of your hand. That's too hard to get to the bottom of your rib cage. Come down here. Just try to warm up that whole area. You can go side to side, you can go up and down. Should feel good. I'm generating quite a bit of heat. Okay, and then I'm going to do this seated, because after we do this, we're going to do just another little mini meditation. So there's, we're going to open up the channels of the legs. And so we're going to start on the back of the legs, and then we come up the inside. We'll go down the sides of the legs, come up the inside, then we'll go down the front of the legs and come up the inside. So 3 channels going down, 3 channels coming up. So let's start on the back of the legs, then go down to your calves, and then bring those hands around to the inside, and then down the sides to about the ankles, however far you can reach over to the inside, and then down the front, and up the inside, and hand over your abdomen, and just sit in an upright, sit or stand in an upright posture, and let your breath become a little more intentional, turning your focus inward, and tuning in. Noticing how your body feels. Do a body scan starting at the top, working your way down. And again, just looking what's changed, what's stayed the same. Comparing the left to the right. Things more relaxed and flowing or warmer. Paying attention to your breath. Is it feeling easy and fluid? And hand over the heart again, and just tuning in. How's your emotional body? Has anything shifted? Tuning into that inner smile again. And comparing that snapshot with when we first started. And getting ready to move into the flows, wiggling your toes a little bit, moving your hands or fingers. And again, just moving, stretching in any way that your body wants to move. Okay, great. All right, so creating some warmth. Yeah, let's do some heart movements. I'm gonna stand back up again and you just check in with you. Some people like to, we'll move for about maybe 12 minutes or so. So some people like to finish the class seated, and that can be a way to kind of quiet the system. My body's asking me to stand up, so that's what I'm gonna do. But everybody check in with yourself and see what you wanna do. So we're gonna do a movement, I think we've done this a few times in class. It's called Great Bear Swims in the Ocean. So your elbows are at your side, connected to your rib cage, and then your palms are face up here. If you're standing, I want you for a moment to stand with your feet close together and just notice, bye dear, thanks for letting me know. Just notice, like I just noticed I'm a little, exactly, swaying in the wind. So when we do Qigong, now we're gonna overdo it. Take a wide step out. And sometimes we do Qigong that way if we're doing like certain postures, but for the most part, when we're standing, the feet are under the hips. Mostly I see people standing too narrow. And so I encourage you to have a wider base that makes you much firmer. And then the other thing, if you're standing for a moment, straighten your legs, lock your knees. And that's not how we stand. That turns into a tourniquet. Have a bend in your knee. And the same thing would be if you're seated, sit up too straight, too rigid, right? We want a little bit of flow. All right, so before we do Great Bear, let's open the flow. I love that one. So seated or standing, palms are facing, if you're seated, they're on your chest. If you're standing, they're facing toward you. We're just gonna float the arms up to about eye level, and then you're looking through your thumb and your index finger there, and then the hands slowly float down. So we're gonna inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, and we're just moving slow as we can, almost like we're moving through water. You can soften your eyes. Beautiful, seeing everybody move in unison. And now we're going to add in the 6 directions. So this opens in front, behind. So now we're going to come up, and then the hands come back to your heart, and then push forward. And then come back to the center, and now we're going to go to the left and the right. Back to the center and down. So just pause one moment. I'm just going to show you really fast, just so you get it. This opens above and below. This opens in front and in back, and this opens to either side. So we're really opening this whole bubble of space. All right, so here we go. Inhale to the center, pushing forward, back to the center. Then we go left and right. Hands come to the center and float down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to do one silent now. last one. Inhale, exhale. Back to the center, then out to the sides. Back to the center and down. And just float your arms up and float your hands down. Great. All right, here we go. Great bear swimming in the ocean. Elbows at the side, palms up. The hands are at an angle, so they're going up, and then when we're here, they turn out, and we clear and come back to the center. Exhaling, inhaling. Really feel that whole chest clearing and then absorbing. Exhaling any tension or stress. Inhaling inspiration, illumination. If you're standing, when your hands go up, you can bend your knees slightly. And then as you come back and around, knees straighten. A few more times. Exhale. Inhale. One last time. Out through the nose. In through the nose. Wonderful. Let's do cloudy hands. That's another one to kind of part the clouds. So let's start with, if it's comfortable for your shoulders, starting with your hands kind of at the level of what we would call our heart. If that's hard on your shoulders, you can have them down here. And again, this is that twisting from the waist. Shining the belly button into the corner. And imagine your hands are floating across water and just clearing the clouds. And now, let's all come over to this corner. You're gonna mirror me, and then you're gonna drop that lower hand and turn this top hand towards you. And now, float across, great. And now, left hand comes up, facing towards you, right hand the other way. So we just go back and forth. And you can imagine this, the hands are just clearing the clouds. The sun's always shining behind the clouds. This is good for the emotional body. You got it, you guys. It's great to see everybody flowing. A few more times. And now, with your right hand, everybody come over here again. With your right hand, palm facing towards you, clear, go up to your forehead, clear, deposit, release. Left hand comes up, clearing the mind of excess thoughts. So we just go back and forth, and then you just kind of let it, just like, what is that saying, water rolling off a duck's back. There's no particular breathing with this, just what feels good to you. And coming back to the heart. And slowing down, slowing down. Great. So we've kind of done some exhaling and clearing. We've done more clearing. So now that we've cleaned house, let's invite in what we want. We'll be working with the 3 treasures. So we have our belly center, our heart center, and then our head center. These are the 3 treasures. So we've cleaned them in various ways. So now we're going to invite in what we want. So you're gonna mirror me. Your left hand is gonna come out. You're gonna turn, again, it's that whole twist. My nose stays over my belly button as I turn, and then I reach for what I want and bring it into my belly center. And then other hand, twisting, and then reaching and coming back. Exhaling with the twist, inhaling as you invite in and fill. Next one with the left, we're going to come up to our hearts. What would you like to fill your heart with? Calm, compassion, well-being, empathy, generosity. And now we'll come to our head center. This is our connection with the divine, with the cosmos, with the universe. Illumination, connection, expansion. And coming back to center. If it's comfortable for you, making your hands into a triangle shape, index fingers touching, thumbs touching, and bring that up and stretch up. Kind of put it over your crown. And just one intentional inhale and exhale. And then those 3 treasures in alignment, doing a twist to one side, twist to the other side, and hands coming down. So we've opened our 3 treasures and filled, and now we connect them. Put your right hand under your belly button. Left hand dips into the earth, into the sky, and then comes down, condenses that energy. Now this hand is here. We just go back and forth like this, going from the head to the heart to the belly. 3 treasures in alignment. My teacher talks about having your 3 treasures in alignment as having like 3 horses running in the same direction in tandem. Very powerful. We're moving into the year of the horse. We want our horses connected, communicating, working together as a team. One more this way. And now let's just do 3 with both hands. And then your hands come palm over palm, not touching. And then we just smooth the energy down. 2 more times. Inhaling up, smoothing the energy. And last one. Hand over your abdomen, storing that into your deep reservoir. So let's end. We have a few minutes to have just a silent meditation. So in whatever posture is good for you to hold, feel the weight of your body on the chair. Palms can be facing down or facing up. See what's right for you in the moment. Let your breath be intentional. And if your mind wanders, just come back to your breath. And one last time, invite you to put hand over your heart, feeling the weight and warmth from your own hands to your own heart. Let your breath be very intentional, inhaling, letting your chest expand and rise, exhaling, letting your chest relax and sink. And one last time, ignite that inner smile, golden sparkles. And from this rooted place in your own heart, we can send all the goodness that's been generated today. We have a big class, about 30 of us all together, online, in person. And in whatever way works for you, sending it out could be to anyone, anywhere that would benefit. Maybe it's to someone specific you know that's in need. Could be the earth. And slowly letting your eyes open, getting ready to share the merit. If you would like, the words I use are, may the merit of our practice benefit all beings and bring peace. May the merit of our practice benefit all beings and bring peace. Thank you, everybody. So beautiful to be together. Thank you, and 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 you. Message received. So, yeah, we're kind of back in the flow with our regular class. Mondays, 3:45, Thursdays, 8:30. If you have never, I'm going to stop the recording. If you've never come